Hare Krishna. We continue reading from teachings of Queen Kunti. We are on prayer number 24, which is in Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 1, Chapter 8, Text 41. O Lord of the universe, soul of the universe, O personality of the form of the universe, please therefore sever my tie of affection for my kinsmen, the Pandavas and the Rishnis. It's entitled Cutting Off Ties of Affection. We have been reading the purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Kunti Devi. She's coming to the point that, Krishna, please cut my attachment to my family members so I can fix my mind only on you. For that is the highest. When I fix my mind on you, automatically I'm not attached to the material world. Not attached to the material world. And then we were hearing yesterday that who is the controller, under whose management is this entire universe working so perfectly. So perfectly is this entire cosmic manifestation is working. So under whose order? Who is the controller of this universe? Who is that universal creator? That is Krishna. We use terms like creator. There's a creator of the universe. So who's that creator? That is Krishna. Reading on, unless the living force is present within the body cannot move or work nicely. And similarly, within the universe, the cosmic manifestation, Krishna is present as the living force. Shiro Dakashayi Vishnu or Paramatma. Therefore, Kunti addresses Krishna as Vishwatma, the soul of the universe. Rascals do not know how this world is moving and how this universe is acting. And therefore, they should learn from Srimad Bhagavatam. So we know that when the soul has left the body is a dead body. It's useless. It's only when the soul is inside the body that the body is moving, can do whatever activity it needs to do. Similarly, this entire universe is made up of dead matter. It's a combination of dead matter and the living force. So who is the living force who's entered this entire universe, and because of whom is this energy moving? That is the Supreme Lord Krishna in his form of the Paramatma, the Shirodakashai Vishnu. So again, it's not that we are the Paramatma, because we are also a living entity, but we are part and parcel of God. We are the individual soul. Because we are in the body is moving. Because Krishna is inside every atom of the universe, the entire universe is moving. We are not inside every atom of the universe. We are only inside this one body. But Krishna is also present in the body at the same time, together with us. We are separate, not the same. We are not present inside the atom of every atom of the universe. It's not because of us that this whole creation is moving. So we are not the ultimate creator of this universe. We are not the ultimate God. That is Krishna. That is the point we have to understand. Kunti Maharani is praying in this way to clear our understanding. Kunti Devi also addresses Krishna as Vishwamurti, the personality of the form of the universe. When Arjuna wanted to see Krishna's universal form, Krishna immediately manifested it. This is another of Krishna's opulences, Vibhuti. So the entire universe is created by Krishna. The entire material world is created by Krishna. So Krishna showed his universal form to Arjuna immediately. He didn't tell Arjuna, I'll show you next week, or now I'm busy, or I'm going to do some meditation, then I'll show you. Immediately. Now, if somebody is going to ask us, you show your universal form, will we be able to do it? No. Why? Because we don't have a universal form. Why? Because we are not God. We are not the ones who have made this universe. We are not the ultimate of this universe. That is only Krishna. So this is Krishna's Vibhuti, the universal form. The original form of the Lord, however, is Krishna with two hands playing on the flute. Because Arjuna was a devotee and wanted to see the universal form, Krishna showed it to him. But that was not his actual form. A person may dress himself as a king, but his real natural appearance is shown at home. So a king, he dresses up to go to court, or a president, he dresses up to go to his office. But when he's at home, that's how he is with his family, with his friends, his children, maybe he has grandchildren. That's who he really is, you know. So similarly, Krishna's real form is seen at home in Vrindavan, and all other forms are expansions or plenary portions. As stated in the Brahma Samhita, Advaitam, Achyutam, Anadim, Ananta Rupam. He can expand himself in millions and millions of forms. Ananta Rupam. So we cannot expand ourselves. It's not that, okay, I am an individual living entity and I will expand myself into millions of forms. No, I can't do it. But Krishna can. He's already done it and he's showing it to us. Ananta Rupam. Because there's so many of his incarnations that keep coming and going. Lord Ramachandra, Lord Nrsimhadev, so many now. Varahadev, Vamandev, Kurma, Matsya. Millions and millions of forms. But he is one, Advaita. God is one. It's not they're all different personalities. No, it is Krishna himself, just in a different form. He can do that. And he's infallible, Achyuta. He never forgets that. He never fails. He never comes under illusion. He never forgets his position. We are fallible. We forget. We have forgotten our real position right now. That's why we are in ignorance. We are searching for knowledge, but never Krishna. Krishna is infallible. Then his real form, however, is the Dvibhuja Murlidhara, the form with two hands holding a flute. Therefore, Kunti Devi says, you have your universal form, but the form in which you are standing before me is your real form. So Krishna is God. He's God. He's created this material world. But the real form of God is Shamsundar, two hands, holding a flute, having a peacock feather in his hair, beautiful lotus eyes. That is God's real form. Kunti Devi prays, please sever my tie of affection for my kinsman. We are thinking, this is my own, that is my own. But this is moha, illusion. Janasya moha yam aham mameti. How does this illusion come into existence? So we are all thinking, I'm this body. And this is my family, my husband, or my wife, my children, or my pets, or my parents, or my siblings, whatever. We are thinking, but this is illusion. This is illusion. Janasya moho yam aham mameti. Because we are not this body, we are the soul. Now, how does this illusion come into existence? It begins with a natural attraction between man and woman. A male seeks a female and a female seeks a male. This is true not only in human society, but also in bird society, beast society, and so on. This is the beginning of material attachment. When a man finds a woman, they unite. This attachment becomes even more firmly established. Tayor mitho hridaya granthim ahu. Now, after the attachment increases to some degree, the man and woman look for an apartment in which to live together. Then, of course, the man needs to earn money. When they are well settled, they must have children and also some friends to come and praise them. Oh, you have such a nice apartment and such nice children. In this way, one's attachment increases. So what shall we do? We are already family people. Then does it mean that we have to give up our family, go away and live in the forest? No. Lord Caitanya says, wherever you find yourself, now that you have come to Krishna, you start chanting Hare Krishna. At whatever point in our life we come to Krishna, we just pick up chanting Hare Krishna, pick up the Krishna consciousness movement, join the Krishna consciousness movement. A student's education, therefore, should begin with brahmacharya, which means freedom from sexual attachment. So brahmachari life is training for the young boys to control the sexual urge. If he can, he should try to avoid all this nonsense. If not, he can marry and then after some time enter vanaprastha, retired life. So a brahmachari, young man, he's trained how to control the urge, sexual urge. Then he has a choice. Should I get married or should I not? Okay, if he chooses to get married, so he stays married for some time. But after the family duties are finished, he should enter vanaprastha, retire life. At that point, he does not need to give up his wife. He can be with his wife as a companion, and both should encourage each other to continue on the path of Krishna consciousness. At that time, one thinks now, and then the vanaprastha, sometimes he leaves his home. Now that I've enjoyed this attachment so much, let me leave home. Then the man travels all over to various places of pilgrimage to become detached, and the wife goes with him as an assistant. After 2 or 3 months, he again comes home to see that his children are doing nicely, and then again goes away. This is the beginning of detachment. When the detachment is complete, the man tells the wife, now go live with your children, and I shall take sannyas, the renounced order of life. This is final detachment. The whole Vedic way of life is meant for detachment. And therefore, Kunti prays, kindly help me detach from this material attraction. This is Kunti Devi's instruction. Kunti Maharani's instruction that we need to pray to Krishna to help us cut this tight knot of family attachment, family attraction. And it's not that we artificially renounce and go away. No, that's artificial renunciation is not what is needed. What is needed is our attachment and attraction to Krishna. That is what is needed. We need to get attached to Krishna. So by hearing and chanting, that's what we can do. Get more and more attached to Krishna. So we'll stop here for today. I'm not sure if there are any comments or questions or anything. No, then thank you so much for listening and joining in. Kunti Maharani ki jai, Shilpa Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.